Good afternoon. Welcome to Tourism Discussion Program NTT Exotic East Nusa Tenggara, a gem from Eastern Indonesia that is the nickname for East Nusa Tenggara, a province that every inch has natural, cultural, and human resources. One of the scattered pieces of heaven was found in Labuan Bajo, the westernmost city in NTT. Having various attractions from the land and seasides, Labuan Bajo has been designated by the government as a super priority destination in 2018. Its existence is predicted to be a leading destination in Indonesia that is ready to attract foreign tourist market and compete with other tourist destinations both in Southeast Asia as well as globally. It is in Labuan Bajo that the Komodo dragon, an endemic animal from ancient times, resides. Komodo has been worldwide for a long time. In fact, UNESCO designated Komodo National Park, which is the habitat of the ancient animal, as a World Heritage Site in 2011. The interest of foreign tourists visiting Labuan Bajo has also increased from year to year. In 2019, the number of foreign tourists that has been traveled to Labuan Bajo reached 256,171 people. However, the beauty of NTT not only Labuan Bajo. Shifting slightly south of Flores Island, NTT also has another hidden gem, Sumba Island, better known to the locals as Humba. This island is where the giant savanna can be found. Talking about gems in NTT seems to be endless. To discuss it further, what are the hidden tourism potentials there and when will the potential be taken? We will discuss it in a discussion entitled NTT Exotic East Nusa Tenggara. The program, supported by the NTT province government, can be watched on the Tempo.co YouTube channel and Tempo Digital TV channel. To discuss our topic today, I have connected with the sources. So, already joined with us, Head of Department of Tourism and Creative Economic of NTT, Mr. Zatsoni Libing, Special Staff for Economics and Development of the NTT Provincial Government, Daniel Cameo, and we will also invite special speaker from the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economics, Mr. Sandiaga Uno, who will join in the middle segment. So, we will start the discussion session with a video Exotic East Nusa Tenggara that will bring you all more know what the beauty of NTT. Please enjoy. So, in this first session, I will first invite Special Staff for Economy and Development of the Province of NTT, Mr. Daniel Cameo. Hi, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm fine. Great. How are you?
Wow, I'm good too. It's such an honor to have you here, Sir Daniel. And you look very great with your shirt. It looks like there's a foot, like fabric from NTT, right?
This is raw tennis. It's a raw tennis design.
Oh, wow. So, sir, I would like to ask you a question. NTT, as we know that, has many tourist destinations. Apart from Labuan Bajo, which destinations will be developed by the local government and what is the potential point?
Well, that is not an easy question to answer because we have a lot of them. It's all over the province. If you are in Flores, you have plenty of destinations in proximity to the main one, Labuan Bajo. If you are in Sumba, there are plenty of them in Sumba. If you are in Timor, there are also plenty of them in Timor. In Rote, in Alor, almost more than 400 destinations at present that are equipped to receive visitors.
Oh, wow. And I believe that it's very cool. And actually, I went to Labuan Bajo like 2 months ago, and the view is very spectacular, sir. I never been to Sumba, but I believe it's no less beautiful. So I would like to ask you also that what kind of tourism image will be raised for destinations in NTT, sir?
Well, as you know, 90% of our tourist attractions, destinations are natural and cultural cultural based. So most of the beautiful places, some of the beautiful places in the world are you can find them in all the islands in NTT in East Nusa Tenggara.
Okay, and then due to the high number of islands in NTT, I'm pretty sure there's so many traditions and various of tourist destinations. And then I believe it's very beautiful. And next, I would like to know that the COVID-19 pandemic has changed the travel pattern of tourists in the world, sir. And tourists will choose typical destinations that are more exclusive and avoid massive tourist spots. And then how is NTT preparing to respond the changing tourist pattern from massive to more premium or luxury?
You know, but Miss Manandi, uh, we know that in every cloud there is a silver lining.
Yes.
So COVID-19, although it's hit us very hard, it's also a kind of a blessing in disguise for us.
True.
So as almost 90% of our tourist attractions are cultural and natural. It's the nature is open nature. It's not usually it's not that crowded. It's open air. It's out uh, on the beaches, mountains, fields, remote villages. So it's we still have to be comply with the health protocols, but I don't think that is that too difficult for us to do. And
Yes,
also the yeah, yeah, go ahead.
I totally agree with you, sir, that this strategy actually part of the general ambitions to make tourism more sustainable. And actually, in 2 or 4 years, people will prefer less crowded, as you mentioned before, less crowded destination, and focusing on health and safety. So, sir, I see that you already prepare some presentation, and maybe you can deliver it to us.
Sir, if you can give me a few minutes, I will
Of
just
course,
briefly go through them.
of
Uh,
course, I would
yeah,
like to hear.
yeah. I would like to start with a testimony from a friend of mine. She is a branch manager of a financial office that was assigned to NTT, and she told me that when I met her about 2 years ago, I asked her about her experience in NTT, and she told me that at the beginning, when she was assigned to the branch office in Kupang, she was very reluctant, but she just have to oblige the decision of the central office. And she said, Daniel, I have visited all parts of NTT, and every time I will make a photo, a selfie, and I'll send to my friends in all over the world, in Jakarta and other parts of Indonesia, and they will ask her, "Wow, what is this? What is this?" And she
Wow.
said she cannot explain. She said you just have to see it yourself. And she told me, Daniel, to her, she said, NTT was a piece of heaven cut by God and dropped it in the land of East Nusa Tenggara. That's her illustration, which I often quote her just to tell the story about the exotic East Nusa Tenggara. Actually, you cannot tell much. You have to experience it. You have to see it. Uh, but that's a story I often share with people when they ask about the tourism in East Nusa Tenggara. Anyway, let me briefly uh, go through my presentation. I just uh, wrote there about
Yes,
why
please
to
go
him.
ahead, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is my
sure. You can
okay.
continue.
Yeah, before the COVID-19 pandemic hit us, that was the main economic sectors in the world that is increasing or booming. That's why tourism actually will be the economic main economic sector in the future of this world. Uh, that's include also in Indonesia. So and for us in East Nusa Tenggara, we adopt the tourism, and we choose tourism sector, tourism industry as the main economic sector. We call it the prime mover of our economy. But with the strategy, we said it has to be inclusive, it has to be local resource based, and it has to be sustainable. What we mean by inclusive, we mean that all people of East Nusa Tenggara should be involved, should be playing a major role in and benefiting from this tourism industry. And that's why we are developing community-based tourism. We are empowering. the micro and small scale enterprises. Those are the major economic players in East Nusa Tenggara. 97% of them are categorized as small. So they have to be included in this tourism development. We also have to make sure that when we build our tourism industry, it's local resource based. We make use of all we have, and only then we can involve the people, uh, the players, all all the stakeholders in NTT. Everybody get involved. Everybody benefited from this development. And since most of our tourist attractions are natural and cultural, we have to maintain them. We have to take care of them, and that's why we said sustainable tourism is the key to to maintain our God-given uh, gift to this province. And then I would like also to mention that we still have a lot of works to do, of course. We just started seriously building our tourism industry. Uh, we still have to improve our accessibilities, roads, road transportation, transportation, air transportation, and all the infrastructures that necessary. Uh, we also have to work hard on connectivity. We have all hundreds of islands, and our tourist tourist destinations are scattered around all these islands, and only you can only reach them if they are connected to each other, because tourism is a package. People don't come to just one place and stay; they want to travel. So that's another homework for us, especially for the government. We have a system, what we call a connectivity, what we call the ring of beauty. It's connectivity, connecting infrastructure that connecting all these islands together. Uh, so people can move from one island to another island to enjoy all being offered in those islands. And we also have a big program in building and strengthening the capacity of especially human resource. We have uh, to increase the skills of our young people, especially in uh, tourism industry, so that they can participate in this whole tourism development. And as I said before, uh, we want our tourism industry to grow based on local resource. That means we want as much as possible all the supply chains happen or materialized in entity. Only then everybody can join in, because uh, at present, uh, as we know, data shows us that we still import some goods and services related to tourism industry about 50 to 60%. And that means all our money are going out from NTT. But we need that money uh, to be used in our economy, so that our economy can grow. If our import is too high, then the money is not benefiting the region itself. So by designing supply chains analysis there, we make sure that everybody using first, we use first what we have, and uh, all the players in the industry can work together because almost 90% of all those things that we imported, actually we can produce them themselves. Vegetables, fruit, eggs, meat, all those things are locally available, but we don't have the system yet to bring them together in a supply chains system. So that's the challenges or work that we still have to do. But we have the system. We have designed a program that it's in progress right now. Even the governor have put out a decree that urge local businesses, hotels, big restaurants, to use or buy local produce for their needs in their businesses. That's just one. That's just one example of how we seriously want that supply chains to really enroll or happen in the East Nusa Tenggara economy itself. Just note, we don't want to be exclusive. We just want to use all our resources to build our economy first. And and when we've done with that, then we can open up our system, our market, and we go for a healthy competition in the more broader economic sphere. I think that's my presentation, Bandani, Miss Manadi, and I will be ready for other questions later on. Thank you.
Okay, wow, wonderful. Thank you, sir. And I would like to thank you for the presentation. It's very informative and so many insights we get from your presentation. And I agree that to build up the economy, it's a very important thing because tourism actually is the blood of NTT. So you need the budget, of course, for the development. And in return, the money will go back to the area like doubled or tripled, right? So I totally agree. Thank you so much, sir. We have listened to the variety of tourism potential from Mr. Daniel. Now we're moving to Sir Z. Sonny Libing, the head of Department of Tourism and Creative Economic of NTT. Hello, Sir Sonny. How are you? Hi, sir. Halo, Pak Sonny. Apa kabar?
Baik, Mbak Nadine. Ya.
Mbak Nadi. Wah, terima luar biasa sekali. Aku suka banget semangatnya Pak Sony ini. Sudah terpancarkan dari layar. Walaupun tidak bertemu secara langsung, saya udah melihat semangatnya tuh luar biasa banget untuk membangun pariwisata NTT. Keren banget Pak Sony. Pak Sony baik ya, sehat ya Pak?
Ya, puji Tuhan, Mbak. Sehat.
Oke, jadi aku mau tanya sedikit nih, Sir. Jadi kan kita tahu kalau NTT ini banyak sekali tempat-tempat yang sangat luar biasa, kayak Pulau Alor, Sumba Island. Nah, jadi apa sih sebenarnya rencana daripada pemerintah untuk tourism, dan kalau boleh tahu bagian mana sih yang belum tersentuh infrastrukturnya? Boleh dijawab, Bapak?
Oke, terima kasih. Jadi kami memiliki 1.305 destinasi wisata di seluruh NTT. Dan Pulau Alor dan Pulau Sumba adalah kedua pulau yang memiliki destinasi wisata yang luar biasa. Alor memiliki surga bawah laut keindahan bawah laut yang luar biasa untuk diving. Alor juga memiliki ekspresi budaya, tari-tarian, dan juga kampung-kampung adat. Pulau Sumba, pulau yang memiliki savanna yang luas. Sangat indah savanna itu. Pulau ini juga memiliki ekspresi budaya yang luar biasa. Pasola, sebuah festival di mana perang antar.
Yes, sir. I think there is a problem with the connection. Yeah, it's a technical problem. Can I? Okay, don't worry, because we're going back to Mr. Sony after this. The discussion was very fun so far, and I would like to remind that you can ask a question to the speaker through the comment section. And before continuing the discussion, we will have a break. Stay tuned. Still with me, Mbak Nadi Kurnia Dewi in the discussion program NTT Exotic East Nusa Tenggara. And now we still have Mr. Sony with us today. Halo Pak Sony, masih bersama kami di sini ya Pak ya?
Iya, sorry tadi terganggu sedikit ya koneksinya.
Oh tidak apa-apa Pak, yang penting saya masih mau dengar jawaban
Halo?
Bapak. Boleh dilanjutkan Bapak. Jadi sebenarnya apa plan untuk tourism di NTT ini sendiri dan bagi area mana yang masih
Halo?
belum tersentuh infrastrukturnya? Ya Bapak, halo? Bisa dengar suara saya?
Halo?
Iya, halo. Suara Bapak terdengar jelas kok Pak. So we still have another technical problem here, because we from another location, and then Now, I would like to give you something special. You can watch this program on tempo.co. I would like to remind you again, and Tempo Digital TV channel. And we also will give you the opportunity to ask in the comment section that available on our YouTube Live or Zoom chat room, which we will provide directly to the sources who already joined with us here. And due to the very high number of islands in NTT, we have so many culture, traditions, and very attractive destinations. It's like there are unlimited places to explore for your holiday. And I'm pretty sure that you guys who already watching this are very, very want to see by yourself how beautiful it is, because I went to Labuan Bajo actually like 2 months ago, and I still can memorize the beauty. I can feel the beauty, the breathtaking view. I went to Pulau Komodo because actually NTT has one of finest creature in the world. We have Komodo dragon. And then I would like to chat to Sir Daniel now. Hello, Sir Daniel. Are you still with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, sir. Actually, there are a lot of questions that I would like to ask you as well. Maybe you can help Sir Sony too to
Sure.
answer the question before, like what plan from the government of NTT to improve and develop NTT's tourism? What is your plan, sir?
We have designed what we call a grand design for developing our tourism industry. Uh, First, the first 2 years, the last 2 years, the government have spent a lot of effort and attention, supported by the national government, to improve our transportation infrastructure, roads, and other transportation to major parts of tourist destinations in East Nusa Tenggara. At the same time, we are developing uh, community-based tourism, because we want to involve as many people as possible, group as possible in this tourism development in East Nusa Tenggara. So uh, we have programs to develop tourism villages. Uh, we have programs to help develop and strengthening existing tourism villages that already exist and operating. We develop and helping communities that providing homestay for people in tourism villages. Those are major things that we are doing at present, or the government is doing at present. We also have a big uh, program in developing human resource, especially
Yes, sir. Yeah.
yeah. Are you still with me? Yeah,
Yes,
you
I'm
can
still
hear
with
me,
you.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
can continue.
yeah, yeah. It's anyway. It's a lot of work to do, but we have all on paper, at least on paper, and we have all the supports, political supports, uh, policy supports from both the national and local government. We have good leadership from the governor, and we have full attention from the national government, from the President, Mr. Joko Widodo himself. So we are privileged to have a good political and policy support from the government. So I see the future of tourism development in East Nusa Tenggara will be will grow faster than we think. And as you said yourself, it's an exotic. Who doesn't want to see anything that exotic? So we are yes, we have a lot of work to do, from very small things like waste management to serious things like building infrastructure, training people, changing mindsets from cultural community to tourist community. Those are a big work for us to do, but we think it's all can be done.
Of course. Thank you so much, Sir Daniel. And you mentioned before about connectivity and roads. I'm pretty sure it's very important to moving from one places to another places, because tourists is not just visit one place. They would like to explore more. And now I would like to move again to Sir Sonny. I would like to come back to Sir Sonny. So, hi, sir. Welcome back.
Sorry tadi ya koneksinya. Halo?
Ya, no worry. Ya, nggak apa-apa, Pak. Nggak apa-apa.
Ya.
It's okay, Pak. Kita lanjut ya, Pak ya.
Oke.
Jadi mungkin Bapak juga boleh jelaskan mengenai Creative Hub yang sedang dibangun untuk mengkoneksikan dan menghubungkan antara local people dengan turis. Mereka membuat juga banyak sekali produk-produk kreatif. Mungkin Bapak boleh sedikit menjelaskan tentang itu, Pak.
Baik, pertama kami menyampaikan terima kasih kepada pemerintah pusat yang sudah membangun pusat Creative Hub di Labuan Bajo. Suatu tempat di mana seluruh pelaku pariwisata maupun ekonomi kreatif berkumpul mengeluarkan gagasan dari kreasi-kreasi mereka di tempat itu. Kemudian tempat itu juga dapat dijadikan sebagai tempat promosi dan pusat informasi daripada hasil karya dari pelaku pariwisata itu. Dengan demikian, maka antara pelaku ekonomi kreatif maupun para wisatawan itu dapat bertemu di suatu tempat yang saat ini sedang dibangun di Labuan Bajo. Kami berharap melalui Creative Hub ini tumbuh ekonomi kreatif kami. Dan juga produk yang kami harapkan adalah produk yang berkaitan dengan tenun, produk yang berkaitan dengan kuliner, produk yang berkaitan dengan kriya atau karya tenunan kami. Dan tentu saja saat ini sedang berjalan dan kami berharap ke depan pemerintah juga atau kami juga membangun Creative Hub di beberapa tempat, baik di Pulau Sumba, Pulau Timur, Pulau Alor, maupun pulau-pulau lainnya. Tujuan utama kami adalah ekonomi kreatif kami itu dapat bertumbuh dengan baik dan dapat bersaing di pasar global, dan dampaknya adalah bagi peningkatan pendapatan ekonomi rakyat kami.
Nah ini keren banget nih Pak, kalau ngomongin Creative Hub sih memang salah satu wadah yang sangat luar biasa sekali untuk komunitas lokal ya Pak ya. Tapi saya juga penasaran nih, mumpung ada Pak Sony di sini kan saya juga pengen tanya, sejauh ini Pak, produk lokal apa yang menjadi unggulan di NTT sendiri? Oke,
yang pertama adalah tenunan.
Seperti yang saya gunakan sekarang Bapak.
Ya, itu adalah hasil karya dari ibu-ibu NTT yang sesungguhnya benangnya berasal dari tumbuh-tumbuhan dan pewarna pun pewarna alam dari tumbuh-tumbuhan. Tumbuh-tumbuhan itu mereka sendiri tanam dan mereka menjaganya dengan baik. Itulah yang menghasilkan tenun itu. Jadi itu produk pertama. Yang berikutnya adalah kopi. Kami punya kopi Flores yang luar biasa, itu, yang punya daya nikmat yang luar biasa, dan itu yang dapat kami hasilkan. Demikian juga kami punya gula semut, gula yang didapatkan dari pohon gewang, dan itulah karya-karya kami, dan itu sangat baik. Demikian juga karya anyaman kami yang kalau Mbak lihat itu ada topi orang rote yang seperti topi Meksiko yang ada punya menaranya, itu juga hasil karya kami yang luar biasa.
Well, yes, actually there are a lot of local products from NTT, and one of the most popular one is the woven fabric, just like what I wear today. And actually the Creative Hub is the commitment from the government to always develop the tourism in NTT. Dan tentunya saya juga ingin bertanya nih, masih terhubung dengan saya ya Pak Sony ya? Masih ada satu pertanyaan lagi untuk Bapak. Jadi bagaimana Bapak melihat pariwisata di NTT 10 tahun ke depan, Pak? How you describe the future of tourism in the next 10 years?
Halo.
Ya, halo Pak Sony.
Ya.
Iya, Bapak, saya ingin bertanya satu hal lagi. Bagaimana Bapak melihat pariwisata NTT ini 10 tahun ke depan?
Oh, kami sangat optimis bahwa 10 tahun ke depan seluruh destinasi wisata kami dapat dikunjungi oleh wisatawan. Saat ini kami benahi awareness-nya, kami membangun bagaimana kultur masyarakat dapat menerima pariwisata sebagai bagian dari kehidupan mereka. Kami telah memulainya, walaupun COVID, pariwisata itu kerjasama dengan berbagai besaran dan membangun masyarakat, mereka memiliki awareness terhadap pariwisata itu. Dan kami sangat optimis 10 tahun ke depan entertainment.
Iya, Bapak. Okay. I think we have another technical problem with Mr. Sony. That's okay. We still have Sir Daniel with us, right? I would like to come back to Sir Daniel again. Are you still with us, sir?
With you. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful. Sir, so we're talking about, you mentioned before about human resources. And then you said that there are 2 strategies for improving the human resources, like training and certification. Can you explain more about that, sir?
Right. We, as I said in my presentation, we are blessed with social capital. Most of probably you yourself have experienced it. Most of the people in East Nusa Tenggara are friendly, welcoming, and I think that's a major important asset for the tourism industry. However, we are not, most of our people, especially those in villages, tourism is something new. Tourism has its own culture. You have to receive people from all over the world with different kind of culture, way of life, habit, and this we have to educate our people, our young people, that when you open your house to foreign guests, to people from outside, we have a different rules than if it's only for us. So that's a new thing. But for me, since we have the basic asset already, we are very nice people, as you can see. Uh,
Yeah.
we, we smile easily. We are welcoming people. Those are a big asset for us. But technical skills, we need them, and how to, from very simple things, how to greet your guest, how to clean the room, how to prepare a good food and present it in a restaurant. Those simple things which I think can be easily learned by our young people. So I don't see a big deal in that. The only thing that will take us a long time is the mindset. We have to change the mindset of the people, and that will take some time. Uh, about cleanliness, about how to go, how to greet foreigners. They have different culture, but since you want them to come, you have to adjust to their culture, not them to you. Uh, and that's sometimes probably it will take some time for local people to accept that. They want the tourism to adjust themselves to their situation. But since we are the one that inviting them, we should adjust to our guests. Uh, but to help Sony answering your questions, earlier questions about the future of tourism in NTT, 10 years to come, uh, hoping that this COVID pandemic is over, tourism will be the major economic sector in our economy of East Nusa Tenggara. And that's why we call it the prime mover, the engine that will pull or push any other economic sectors in the region. So we, the East Nusa Tenggara people, will benefit and will live and will enjoy uh, this tourism development in our region. And I think this will be one of the most uh, visited place in all over Indonesia uh, in the 5, 10 years to come. This, as I said, it's an exotic. You just have to experience it. And I just have to tell you one thing. I am privileged to have visited more than 30 countries for this last uh, 40 years, and I visited major or well-known tourist destination in the world. And then I came back to Indonesia and to Timor, and I said, wow, we have everything here. So that's my personal opinion. Of course, it's biased maybe, but based on my experience, I visited those places. Uh, so uh, for the rest of my life, from now on, I will spend my money and my time visiting Indonesia and all those beautiful places in Timor. I'm a Timorese myself, but I haven't visited all the places yet. So I have to do that in order to talk intelligently with you. Otherwise, I cannot. Uh, I'm not able to tell you everything about Timor, but I've seen most of it. Back to
I'm
you.
totally agree. I'm totally agree with you, sir. And when you said that the tourism will be the engine for economics in NTT, I perfectly agree because I went to Labuan Bajo as well like 2 months ago. I took a picture and I uploaded on my social media, of course, sir. And everyone, my friend, just like so amazed with the picture. And my friend from another country like Spanish and Europe, they will ask, is that a pain as your background? Is that a pain? No, it's
Oh,
actually the real scenery from Labuan Bajo and NTT. I'm so sad it's a COVID pandemic now, but soon they will come here. And when you said that in 10 years, I think in after this pandemic ends, it will be so booming, especially for the luxury and premium tourism. Human resources is very important, sir, like you said.
true.
because people who can pay for luxury and premium thing, they need comfort, they need more extra service from the hotel staff, from the driver, from the tour guide. So I think NTT will soon get and achieve the goals of the NTT's development. And sir, before you mentioned about the road and connectivity in NTT, right? And you told us about a ring of beauty,
Beauty.
if I'm not mistaken. Ring of
Yes.
beauty? Okay.
That's true.
I would like to know more about that, sir. Please.
Those islands, we have about 500 and more islands in this small province. And all those beauty or pearls are scattered around those islands. In order to have them connected, we have to build the transportation system, because otherwise it's like a diamond that's unpolished if you don't go there and see it. So connectivity, as I said before, these last 2 years, I also see a question from an audience asking when we'll be finished with that. This last 2 years, we have finished. The government have finished all the provincial main roads that connect villages and districts. And in this coming 2 years, by 2023, the government will plan to finish all those connection accessibilities to most, or at least to all major parts, major tourist destination in the province. And we have attracted investors from outside that also want to invest in several types of infrastructure. The government is welcoming them, as long as you come with a good intention to build our economy. We roll out the red carpet for you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Daniel, for your answer. I'm very happy to talk with you. And now I'm moving to Sir Sony. So, Sir Sony, hello.
Selamat sore.
Sore, Pak. Akhirnya kembali lagi bersama kami di sini ya, Pak ya. Baik, Bapak. Senang sekali Bapak sudah bergabung lagi bersama kita. Jadi, Bapak, saya juga pengen tahu nih ya, Pak ya. Tadi kan kita sempat terkendala secara teknis, tapi sebenarnya kalau menurut Bapak sendiri ya, Bapak ada nggak sih rekomendasi tempat di NTT untuk para turis internasional nih? Yang mana sih sebenarnya yang bisa memberikan garansi untuk memberikan special experience dan impresi terbaik dari NTT itu sendiri?
Oke, satu, Labuan Bajo. Rekomendasi pertama Labuan Bajo. Kemudian yang kedua, Wairebo, sebuah kampung adat di puncak gunung. Halo?
Iya, Pak.
Halo?
Betul.
Ya, ketiga Danau Kelimutu di ND. Keempat Kampung Bena gitu, di Ngada. Kelima, di Sika ada satu kampung adat di mana penuh dengan tenunan. Keempat ke Alor dengan taman bawah lautnya. Kemudian ke Rote, ada timur dengan kampung adat Boti. Itu luar biasa. Kemudian ke Rote, Pantai Nembrala yang begitu indah. Kemudian ke Sabu dengan Kelapa Maja. Itulah tempat-tempat yang kami telah menyediakan infrastrukturnya, akomodasinya, dan juga amenitasnya. Jadi Anda bisa berkunjung ke tempat-tempat itu dan Anda akan merasakan kenikmatan dari keindahan alam kami. Di gambar-gambar ini adalah bukti di mana kami memiliki indahan dan sungguh luar biasa yang dapat dinikmati oleh para wisatawan. Gambar kelapa maja, kemudian tarian tradisional, kemudian kampung adat di Sumba, padang savana di Sumba, kemudian tarian-tarian di Sumba, tenun-tenunan di Sumba. Anda bisa menikmati di situ dan sungguh luar biasa. Silakan berkunjung ke NTT, inilah surga dunia.
Saya setuju sekali Bapak. Kalau ke Labuan Bajo nomor 1 yang Bapak mention tadi saya udah pernah Pak. Tapi yang lain-lain saya belum pernah nih kebetulan Pak. Saya penasaran banget. Danau Kalimutu belum. Boleh nggak sekali saya diundang ke sana kali Pak? Boleh diundang sebagai endorser.
Oke. Atau untuk diving di Pulau Alor, surga bawah laut terindah nomor 2 setelah Karibia.
That's very cool.
Anda juga bisa menikmati bagaimana orang Alor memanggil ikan dari tengah laut dan datang menghampirinya.
Wow.
Festival luar biasa.
Jadi sebenarnya emang banyak banget yang perlu dieksplor ya. Kayaknya kalau cuma datang sekali itu nggak cukup Pak. Harus berkali-kali datang ke sana.
Harus berkali-kali. Ya. Bahkan datang dan tidak mau balik lagi, mau tinggal di sini gitu.
Itu dia. Bagi saya kemarin 1 minggu aja nggak cukup. Cuma di kapal agak terombang-ambing nggak apa-apa lah. Saya masih pengen cobain kapal Prana Pak. Itu kan yang paling eksklusif di sana.
Iya. Nanti datang lagi ajak teman-teman ke sini gitu ya. Ke NTT,
harus.
menikmati berbagai destinasi wisata yang kami sediakan. Ini anugerah terindah yang Tuhan berikan bagi kami NTT dan kami akan jaga dengan baik untuk memberikan kenyamanan dan kesenangan bagi orang lain dan juga memberikan pendapatan ekonomi bagi rakyat kami di NTT.
Pasti Pak, pasti banget. So that Alor, as Mr. Sony mentioned before, is a spot for divers, and then Sumba is a land of savanna. And actually, Sumba is also have another natural beauty, land of magnificent savanna that you cannot found in another places. Dan Pak, saya juga masih ada pertanyaan nih buat Pak Sony. Kalau menurut Pak Sony sendiri, dalam kurun waktu 10 tahun ke depan, NTT, pariwisata NTT ini akan menjadi seperti apa, Pak?
Kami sangat optimis bahwa 10 tahun ke depan, pariwisata NTT itu akan berkembang dengan baik. Karena hari ini kami telah menempatkan pariwisata sebagai lokomotif pembangunan di NTT. Dan prioriti kami di pembangunan pariwisata itu. Kami membenahi atraksinya. Kami membenahi akomodasinya, kami membenahi infrastrukturnya, kami membenahi amenitasnya, kami membangun kultur masyarakat kami, dan kami sungguh optimis ke depan pariwisata kami akan berkembang dengan baik.
Iya, dan sebenarnya sih Pak, kalau tadi kan Bapak juga sudah bilang banyak banget spot-spot yang ada di Labuan Bajo gitu kan ya. Dan juga Werebo, ada Danau Kalimutu gitu kan. Nah, Bapak sendiri melihat beberapa spot ini, bagaimana kondisi alamnya sekarang? Karena kan kalau kita berbicara tentang sampah, waste gitu, sepertinya menjadi salah satu concern juga Pak di NTT. Bagaimana penanganan itu sendiri?
Karena itu, kami sudah membangun pabrik untuk pengolahan sampah di Labuan Bajo. Jadi sampah plastik semua itu kami olah dengan baik, dengan demikian tidak menimbulkan dampak lingkungan. Prinsip kami adalah membangun pariwisata, tetapi juga memelihara lingkungan hidup. Karena lingkungan hidup yang asri itu juga menjadi destinasi yang menarik. Karena itu kami memegang teguh. Bapak Gubernur sudah memerintahkan kami sampah itu diusahakan supaya dia tidak boleh ada. Dan kami telah membangun sarana prasarana yang memungkinkan agar sampah itu bisa diolah kembali gitu. Dan kami tetap menjaga kebersihan dan kelestarian lingkungan di sekitar destinasi wisata kami. Dan itu yang menjadi prinsip dan gerakan kami ketika membangun pariwisata kami. Kami berusaha supaya pembangunan pariwisata yang kami lakukan dia tidak boleh merusak lingkungan, tapi lingkungan harus tetap terpelihara dengan baik.
Baik, terima kasih Pak Sony, dan tentunya ini merupakan tanggung jawab semua pihak ya Pak ya, nggak cuma government juga, tetapi dari turisnya juga, dari local communitiesnya juga. Nah, senang sekali. Now we have a special guest, and I'm so happy to greet the Minister of Tourism, Bang Sandiaga Uno. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Thank you very much, and thanks for having me. Thank you. And
Wow.
I've been following a very good session. So, very interesting discussions about how we could have a good quality and sustainable tourism going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. It's such an honor to have you here, and I'm so happy to see you again. Uh, Maybe for the start, I would like to know that how are the condition of tourism today, sir, in your point of view?
Well, it's really a challenging time, very turbulent times, and I am actually uh, putting all the efforts of the ministry to assist the industry to cope and survive under this very difficult circumstances. 34 million individuals in the tourism and creative economy sectors are affected, and the downturn really hit their livelihood, the jobs, and almost 2 million jobs are at stake here. And people are finding it very difficult to uh, make ends meet. So, in the Tourism and Creative Economy Ministry, we are focusing on one particular aspect, which is we will not be able to recover the tourism if we are not healthy. So the health aspect is of utmost priority. We are ramping up vaccinations in areas of tourist destinations and creative economy centers. For instance, in NTT, we are increasing the availability of vaccines, and inshallah, 31st of August, we will have vaccinations in Labuan Bajo. Secondly, the testing, tracing, and treatment that we have received complaints from Pak Gubernur, my good friend Pak Victor, and also the head of Department of Tourism and Creative Economy, Dr. Zed Zoni Libing, very good, and also the special staff for economic development of the provincial government of Nusa Tenggara Timur, Bapak Daniel Cameo. So I think it's very, very clear that once we improve the health situations, we are entering into a revival of the sectors. And as the number of cases stabilize and trending downwards, we are preparing for the reopening some of the parts of the tourism with a very strict and disciplined health protocols, like what we call as CHSE, cleanliness, healthy, safety, and environmental sustainability. With that protocol, and we are integrating by way of a new applications. Well, it's been here for quite some time, but now through the Cominfo Ministry, we are integrating the applications of Peduli Lindungi into orchestrating the different sets of data to show on how we would be able to open up uh, tourism with a very, very compliant protocols in terms of health and safety. So I am very optimistic that if we're disciplined in implementing this, our local domestic demand is quite strong. As you can see in West Java, we are now just finishing 2 days road shows in Garut and Bandung, whereby we are seeing tremendous increase in the mobility of the people once West Java is out of the red zones. So again, in Nusa Tenggara Timur, which is blessed by very, very good spots for tourism based on nature and culture, we will indeed focus our attentions to revamp with the concept of quality and sustainability type of tourism.
Okay, wow. Thank you so much, sir. And I'm totally agree that health and safety is very important. And we're optimistic that the tourism will be better and get stronger together, yes, sir. Did you just went back from Garut, sir? Because I've been
Yes,
following your social media. You took a picture with like
yes,
domba Garut.
it's a huge domba garut, and it's a
Wow.
big, big horn. And I'm going to bring the domba garut back to Jakarta
Wow.
because it's a very good souvenir, and it's
That's very, very cool.
interesting.
And so, sir, I have a special gift for you while you're on your way back to maybe home or to your office. Before we continue the discussion, we will start our session with a video story of East. This video was made by Governor of East Nusa Tenggara, your friend, sir, Mr. Victor Laiskodat and his team. Let's enjoy this video.
Oh ina, oh ama, upala mara, lahautana, uring zungu, pagkabeli, latanangnya, pade ingku, laparangu, pambotan zara, nya pade ingku. I want to tell you a story. Of a very special place. Far, far away in the east. A land of smiles. Of dragons. Ancient sounds. Place of abundance. Of kindness. A place to begin one's journey. To a village above the clouds. To the rolling waves. To beaches beyond one's dreams. I warned you, the journey won't be perfect, but it'll make you whole. Each step. The sun, the sand, the land, every breathtaking sight. Go wherever the wind takes you.
them their moment and pray. We are rooted to the ground and look up to be thankful. For what is a stranger? What is a wanderer? Beneath the sun, we are all one, bound by the same mother, earth. A piece of you will remain here to find a reason to connect. To feel at home. See you in the far, far east.
What a wonderful video we just watched together. I got goosebumps. So, Sir Sandy, this is a video presented by the governor of NTT. What do you think of the video?
It's amazing. I had similar like you, Banadi. I had goosebumps, and it's presented very well with a good narratives. It's a very strong, I would say, uh, approach to storynomics because everything is about telling a story. And the video tells a story of a far, far east experience and memories. So the new trend of tourism is not about just seeing places, but creating memories and nostalgic moments of experience. And that video definitely captures the imaginations and captivate the audience to visit. I now want to visit all those places. It's so beautiful, Banadi.
Wow, wonderful. I couldn't agree more with you, sir. Sir, I've prepared some question for you. So, the Ministry of
Really?
Tourism.
Oh no,
Yes.
I'm having trouble.
No, it's actually not really difficult question for you. So, sir, are you ready? The
Am
Ministry
I
of
ready?
Tourism. Okay, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy has compiled a master plan for the development of NTT tourism based on sustainable tourism by prioritizing biodiversity. What is the description of NTT tourism development in the master plan, sir? Please.
Well, thank you, Banadi. The Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy is currently preparing the Labuan Bajo Integrated Tourism Master Plan (ITMP) together with the relevant ministries and agencies as an effort to project forward uh, works and development and to create a scenario around a master plan around the area that is included in ITMP. We call it Integrated Tourism Master Plan. The scope of the ITMP will include demand and supply analysis of regional development. So, what we have compiled in the ITMP would be the projections of numbers of tourists that would be adjusted to carrying capacity. And I would underline carrying capacity because we're talking about planet, people, and prosperity. We need to create travel paths that would empower the people and also put in mind the prosperity of the people of NTT and Labuan Bajo in particular, and an integrated development strategy so that tourists are expected to stay longer in Labuan Bajo and in Indonesia. ITMPs are carefully and very well designed, and it also consider the existing market potentials for both domestic and international markets, Banadi. In
Wow.
particular, future tourism trends after the COVID-19 pandemic. Good development is a development that must be able to match its uniqueness and adjust accordingly to correct calculations of market potential. And finally, we must be able to match supply and demand, and there would be needs to make sure that it would be based on sustainability, environmental friendly, and all those SDG goals on a measurable targets, breakdowns to clear timelines in the formations of this ITMP. Thank you, Banadi.
Okay, thank you, sir. And I believe that the ITMP must be well prepared, so the development will be done comprehensive, sir. And also, just like you said, it is should be considering to the existing potential market, especially for international market. And now, sir, I would like to know that have you? I'm pretty sure you already took a photo with Komodo, right?
I don't, well, it's been a while back, but yes, I took pictures of Komodo, and I have not visited Komodo since my last time there was 2016 or 2015. My last trip to Labuan Bajo, we stayed in Labuan Bajo and in the boat because we believe that I guess we want to send a clear signals that Labuan Bajo will be a very special destinations for tourism. In particular, the utilizations of zone in Komodo National Park is necessary, Banadi, to pay attention to things that are mainly concerned with aspects of environment, culture, and local wisdom. And I believe Governor Victor have indicated that the premium tourism concept uh, that have been prepared in conjunctions with other government agencies in Labuan Bajo will make sure that the premium concept refers to high quality services and are thick with the uniqueness of nature, culture, society, and sustainability and living things, every single one of it in that particular area. So it will provide a high value experience and memories for tourists while definitely still paying attention to environmental sustainability.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Sir Sandy. And now I would like to ask some question to Mr. Harry Ahmadi, Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Japan. So, Sir Harry, you're with us?
Yes, with us. Selamat sore,
Yeah.
Pak Menteri, Mas Menteri. Selamat sore. Halo.
So, Pak Dubes, how are
Sore.
you, Ambassador
Fine,
Excellency?
fine, Minister. So, what's the
Wow.
question, Pak Nadi?
Yes. I'm so happy that you guys look like have a mini reunion. So I would like to ask to uh, Mr. Harry Ahmadi. Currently, Indonesia is on track in optimizing its domestic tourism with the campaign of the Indonesia Aja. And I would like to know how about in Japan? Do the government have a a special campaign for their domestic tourists?
So, I would like first to underline what already mentioned by previous speaker that East Nusa Tenggara is really wonderful in terms of culture, natural, and also the people of the East Nusa Tenggara. So actually in bahasa Indonesia we know the phrase that tidak kenal tidak sayang. don't know so that you cannot love that one. So for me, especially, I will suggest to Mas Menteri that the promotion for the East Nusa Tenggara is a very important one. And we have to, as mentioned by Panadi, that we have to take the opportunity since we will hosting the G20 summit in 2022 and also the ASEAN summit on 2023. So I think we have to systematically make an effort to all over the world, especially for 20 big economies in the world and also for the ASEAN countries so that we can get to know something like that. Mas Menteri, I have to report to you that last week, actually, I happened to talk with Governor Victor when I met with some students in Nagoya, and they are preparing to have also a kind of the exposition for East Timor, East Nusa Tenggara, the culture and other thing. And then at the time, they have support from the governor, and I think we can arrange in Japan to organize a kind of the promotion in Tokyo, Nagoya, and also Osaka. So then we will need some material for the promotion so that, as I mentioned to you, we have to make Japanese people know about the beautiful of the East Nusa Tenggara, not only the nature, but also the culture, which is, as mentioned before by Pak Sony, the kind, the textile actually is a really very nice one. And then, but also we have the very exotic Komodo, which only we the one place in the world is only in Komodo and something like that. That's what Banadi, what I think about the need of the promotion of the East Nusa Tenggara, not just in domestic, not in Indonesia only, but also all over the world. But with regard to the event on the 2022 and 2023, maybe we can first focus for the 20 biggest economies in the world, and then later for the ASEAN too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Harry. So maybe Bang Sandi would like to put comments on this?
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Mr.
Excellency Ambassador. And thank you, Banadi. Well, we will definitely support with the request of promotion material that Ambassador has requested. Thank you, Ambassador. And in relations to G20 and ASEAN Summit, Labuan Bajo will be selected as one of the venue for side events. And as a super priority destinations, uh, high tourism potentials and creative economy will attract uh, activities on the G20 summit, and also because of Komodo Island and its natural beauty and also culture, Labuan Bajo is ranking very high in terms of locations that the side events of G20 uh, working group will be meeting next year. We will continue to develop the infrastructures and also the human capital readiness. And we believe that not only building infrastructures, but events and capacity building will deliver the goals of the Sustainable Development Goals. And finally, we would focus on how to deliver these optimisms in terms of activity that will create jobs, and not only to capture best ideas and solutions, but also follow up in the form of real actions and our contributions to Labuan Bajo for tourism in the new era of sustainability, especially young people like Banadi, ambassador, really concerned about environmental sustainability. They asked, what are we going to do in Labuan Bajo? And I kept on telling them, we will not endanger the environmental at all. We are focusing to deliver a premium approach so that the sustainable part and the quality part will be the priority of our development and preparations for the G20 events and many other world-class events in Labuan Bajo in the years to come. Banadi.
Okay, yes, sir. I totally agree that the premium tourism is actually a strategy that is a part of general ambition to make tourism more sustainable, just like what you said. And I would like to know too from also join with us today a special guest. But before we go to him, I would also like to ask Sir Sandy a question, because Mr. Sandy is not only well-known figure for tourism only, but he is also very well-known for SMEs and creative industry. I would like to know, do you have a specific product do you love from NTT, sir?
Oh, a lot. They have
A
the
lot.
nice woven, a lot, yeah. First, there are 17 subsectors that we are watching very closely from uh, East Nusa Tenggara. First is definitely the fabrics,
The
which
fabric.
I have been using to explain to my visitors that this is special fabrics that the our beloved brother and sisters in NTT use from the birth of a child to the processions of funeral. So fabric is 360, omnipresent in the life of people in Nusa Tenggara Timur. Secondly, is the food, and we need to develop a much better promotion strategy for the food, because if you're not familiar with Labuan Bajo, you will not be able to identify what would be the most famous culinary product from East Nusa Tenggara. I would say asam, ikan kuah asam, something like
Ikan
that.
kuasam. Okay.
Ikan kuah asam, something like very, it's like a tom yam goong of
Oh,
a soup with fish. And it's yellow in color and it's so nice. So that's my favorite. And then definitely from the Manggarai Barat or West Manggarai, you have a very nice hat that I always wear. It's very comfortable. It's made out of bamboo. So those are, and many, many more products from East Nusa Tenggara that I really, really like, and it's been my favorite.
wow. Now I'm very hungry, sir, because of listening to your description. So also
Yes,
join with
yes.
us. Also join with us today, Mr. Megah Suryan, Head of Information and Socio-Cultural Affairs from the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in Riyadh. And Mr. Jim Hungamatalu, the Regional Head of Astindo, or Association Travel Agent of Indonesia to NTT. And also being here with us, Mrs. Diana Pratiwi, President of Indonesian Diaspora Network Victoria Incorporated in Australia. So first, maybe
Sore
I
Kak
would like.
Menteri.
Hi,
Selamat sore semuanya.
Hai, selamat sore.
selamat sore.
Good afternoon. In
Good
here it's good
afternoon.
evening.
Good afternoon to
Thank-
evening.
Okay.
Okay, now I would like to invite to Mega Surian, the Head of Information and Socio-Cultural Affairs from Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in Riyadh, to join in this section to ask some question or testimony. Please, sir.
Thank you very much, Ms. Banadi. Honorable Mr. Sandiaga Uno, Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, speakers, Mr. Daniel Cameo, Mr. Z. Sonny Libing, and also ladies and gentlemen, or speakers who attended this event. First of all, I need to introduce myself. I am Mega Surian, Head of Information and Social Cultural Division of Indonesian Embassy in Riyadh, here on behalf of the Ambassador Agus Maftu Abe Gabriel. Firstly, allow me to pass along the warm regards from the Ambassador Agus Maftu Abe Gabriel, who unfortunately cannot join us due to the other duties in Saudi Arabia. Nevertheless, he sincerely hopes that this event will bring success, especially to the province of East Nusa Tenggara and Indonesian tourism in general. Secondly, thank you for the opportunity to ask questions to the resourceful speakers. Based on information released by the World Bank, tourists from Saudi Arabia are the largest in number from the Middle Eastern region. Saudi Arabia is also one of the 20 largest countries for tourist spending abroad. In the Gulf region, prior to COVID-19, Saudi tourists also spending abroad, the highest in spending. But unfortunately, most of them went to America and Europe. For Southeast Asian region, I think unfortunately most of Saudi tourists prefer to Singapore or Malaysia, other than Indonesia. Even if some went to Indonesia, they usually prefer more to Jakarta or Bali. Based on our observations, Saudi tourists are more concerned with family-friendly tourism, such as cool and calm nature tourism, and a more private type of tourism attractions that does not involve so many people around. And I think they also give a Muslim-friendly destinations a plus, although I think this is not the main reason for them to go traveling. My questions are, first of all, are there any specific strategies for regions or countries in the world that targeted to become the main market for East Nusa Tenggara tourism? And secondly, does East Nusa Tenggara have any strategies to get tourists from Middle Eastern region, especially Saudi Arabia, which have certain characters which they enjoy more private and family-friendly type of tourism? I think that's my questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. And maybe you will be...
You get my questions, right?
Hello?
Hello? Yes?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then...
You get my questions?
Hello?
Yes. Hello. You get my question?
Yeah.
Right.
Would you like to be answered now, or we have to go next? Okay, we're moving first. I would like to invite to Mr. Jem Hunga Matalu, Regional Head of Astindo, or Association Travel Agent of Indonesia to NTT, East Nusa Tenggara, to give some question or testimony. Please. Mr. Jim Hunga Matalu.
Ya, oke. Selamat sore Mbak Banadi.
Iya, sore Bapak. Silakan Pak.
Ya, perkenalkan kami dari Astindo NTT. Ada beberapa hal sebenarnya yang perlu kami sampaikan, terutama dalam pengembangan pariwisata NTT pada umumnya. Ini khusus pada Pak Menteri sekaligus juga Pak Sony sebagai Kadis Pariwisata yang baru. Teman-teman untuk saat ini Pak masih menanyakan perhatian Kementerian Pariwisata nih untuk kami travel agent, karena kebetulan saya mewakili teman-teman travel agent di sini yang paling terdampak dengan pandemi untuk 2 tahun terakhir ini. Kami tahu mungkin teman-teman hotel, teman-teman restoran sudah mendapatkan perhatian, tapi sampai saat ini kami untuk travel agent belum begitu mendapat perhatian. Mudah-mudahan nanti Pak Menteri, Mas Menteri bisa memperhatikan untuk teman-teman travel agent yang benar-benar kena dampak pandemi untuk 2 tahun terakhir. Yang berikutnya perlu kami sampaikan, di NTT ini kan pulau banyak, tapi konektivitas antar pulau itu masih kurang. Contoh saya kasih gambaran kecil seperti Labuan Bajo untuk ke Sumba, orang harus ke Bali, baru ke Bali naik pesawat, baru nanti ke Sumba. Nah, kami mengharap sih, kalau saya tidak pernah salah dengar, dulu Pak Gubernur mengatakan, Pak Gubernur NTT itu nanti akan membuat kapal yang connecting dari Labuan Bajo ke Sumba, lalu nanti dari Labuan Bajo juga ke Alor, seperti kapal wisata bahari nanti yang bisa akan membawa wisatawan dari Labuan Bajo. Karena kalau saat ini kita mau mengembangkan Sumba setelah Labuan Bajo, itu penerbangannya cukup susah. Bahkan sehari cuma 3 kali ke Sumba Timur dari Denpasar. Jadi perlu ada konektivitas dari Labuan Bajo, dari Pulau Flores, mungkin lewat laut atau lewat udara, karena pesawat dari Jakarta atau dari Denpasar itu paling banyak masuknya di Labuan Bajo, bukan ke Sumba. Padahal wisata di NTT itu tidak kita hanya bicara Labuan Bajo saja, tapi ada Pulau Sumba, ada Pulau Alor, ada Flores Timur, ada Pulau Timur, dan lain sebagainya. Untuk yang berikutnya, kami juga apresiasi yang sangat untuk Pak Menteri, untuk pemerintah pada umumnya. Memang luar biasa sekali ya, membangun Labuan Bajo 2 tahun terakhir ini pas lagi pandemi, tiba-tiba orang ke Labuan Bajo udah kaget ya, kok trotoarnya udah sangat bagus, jalannya udah sangat bagus, sarana air PDM-nya sudah dibangun, dan lain sebagainya. Terima kasih untuk pemerintah. Mudah-mudahan hal yang dilakukan ini di Labuan Bajo juga nanti akan bergeser ke Pulau Sumba, bergeser ke Pulau Alor, bergeser ke Pulau Sabu, bergeser ke Pulau Timur, agar pariwisata NTT ini yang begitu banyak, yang begitu besar, tidak hanya terpusat ke Labuan Bajo saja, tapi juga ada impact-nya ke daerah-daerah sekitarnya, seperti itu. Jadi itu aja yang perlu kami sampaikan. Kami mewakili teman-teman travel agent yang ada di NTT, dari Astindo NTT. Semoga Bapak Menteri, Mas Menteri memperhatikan lagi kami travel agent yang saat ini sudah 2 tahun ini Pak, sama sekali sudah kehilangan penghasilan. Seperti itu Pak.
Baik,
Terima kasih.
Ya, mungkin boleh langsung dijawab oleh Bang Sandi, Bang Punten. You can answer first. Okay, it's okay. Maybe we can continue to next question.
How about, is it my turn?
So Bang Sandi is still with us. So Bang Sandi, thank you so much for being here again with us. Mungkin boleh dijawab satu pertanyaan dari Pak Jim tadi, Bapak boleh dikasih komentar sedikit.
Apa kabar Pak Jim? Tuhan berkati. Apa Pak Jim? Tuhan berkati Pak Jim.
Baik-baik.
Sukses
Mas
untuk Pak
Menteri.
James. Untuk bantuan
Ya,
yang diperluas untuk Biro Perjalanan Wisata sedang kami finalisasikan dengan Komite PEN, dan mohon doanya agar bisa menyentuh juga teman-teman Biro Perjalanan Wisata. Jadi bukan hanya hotel dan restoran, tapi juga para penyelenggara Biro Perjalanan Wisata yang bisa tersentuh dengan program pemerintah yang tentunya kita sangat prihatin ya dengan keadaan sekarang. Mohon teman-teman di NTT semangat. Dan saya berharap juga dengan adanya hasil yang baik dari level 4 ini akan penuh kunjungan seiring dengan persiapan kita memasuki side events yang kita harapkan bisa bukan di tahun ini awal tahun depan. Demikian Pak James.
Ya, makasih Pak Menteri.
Thank you so much, the Minister of Tourism and Creative Industry. And then I would like to move to the next question from Mrs. Diana Pratiwi, President of Indonesian Diaspora Network Victoria Incorporated in Australia, to ask some questions or testimony.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Yes, I'm Diana Prati, the President of Indonesian Diaspora Network Victoria Chapter in Australia. As Pak Daniel and Pak Zed said earlier, East Nusa Tenggara offers tourists to showcase their culture, their fine hand-woven ikat textile, beautiful beaches for excellent water sport and surfing, etc. However, it is a pity that the infrastructure in East Nusa Tenggara is not better developed, allowing more visitors to wander from one island to another to marvel at differences between the culture and landscape. Noted that the government is building connectivity plan. However, it appears the plan is for the long term. One of Indonesian Diaspora Network Victoria program is Smart Village, which is providing some assistance for villagers together with the local government to apply e-government into their system and develop all potential. Our smart village is Nelelamadike, which is located in Adonara Island of East Flores, East Nusa Tenggara Timur. Nelemaladike is one of 20 villages in the region that express their interest to the program that we have. Although it is an underdeveloped village, but selected by us because of their strong willingness and its commitment to the program. Indonesian diaspora tried to promote and propose tourism potential in Nelelamadike village. What efforts have been planned, both strategically and technically, regarding the opening of route and marketing of East Nusa Tenggara tourism to the Australian market? What is the role of the Indonesian diaspora which can be included there? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Diana. Now we still have Pak Sony and then Sir Daniel. Maybe want to give input a comment for Mr. Megah and also Mrs. Diana. Maybe from Sir Daniel first.
Oh. Baik, okay. For Pak from Riyadh, Pak
Megah.
Pak Megah.
Yeah.
Pak Megah. Basically, we welcome everybody from every part of the world. So to my knowledge, there is no specific targeted country or region. Everybody are welcome to visit East Nusa Tenggara. So in many of our destinations, both in Indonesia in general and in East Nusa Tenggara, we are also very aware of special needs of our visitors, like halal food, a halal place, place for worship or place for praying. We are very aware of the needs of our visitors. Uh, but we're welcome everybody, uh, and as a as a good host, uh, we are will do our best and not ignoring any special request or any special needs of guests, especially from abroad. And for Ibu Diana, hi Ibu Diana, on behalf of the government and the people of East Nusa Tenggara, we really appreciate your effort. The diaspora NTT in Australia, uh, to do your part. We need all the help. As my to my understanding, you are right, Budiana. To my understanding, about 90% of tourists from Australia, especially from Western Australia, stopped in Bali and not not going out from Bali, and that's what we want to let them know that there is more than Bali. You can just it will take you 45 minutes, and you'll be in Labuan Bajo, and then to Sumba, and then to other islands in East Nusa Tenggara. At present, Bu Diana, we are working on digitalization of tourist villages of all the main players, SMEs, the small scale industries, the homestay operators, so that we can connect better through the through this information technology, and we are working very intensively on that. And also, we are grateful to the national government. They are investing a lot in strengthening or in building connectivity, internet uh, connections to uh, remote islands in East Nusa Tenggara, and we hope soon in the future we'll be able to connect easily uh, to the world, so that the uh, promoting tourism of East Nusa Tenggara will be much easier, uh, especially if the media like Tempo and Badani help promoting like this. This will go viral all over the world. So again, Budiani, we need all the help from our diaspora there, and please contact us. Especially contact Mr. Sony Libing. Now is the Kepala Dinas of Pariwisata, for any information or for any communication, any help. What can we provide you to help us to promote East Nusa Tenggara to the Australian people? Uh, we Pak Jamie, we were I was talking earlier about the ring of beauty connecting islands. That was in the plan, but as you know, a lot of our plan have to be halt uh, uh, since the COVID-19 pandemic. So we'll we'll have to readjust our plan and our budget, but that's still on the table, connecting those islands. Uh, and once things get back to the new normal, I'm sure that's still on the plan of the local, provincial, and national government. because we want people not to stop in Labuan Bajo. We want people to move after Labuan Bajo. They have to travel to other islands before they're going back to their home. There's a lot to see, to enjoy in East Nusa Tenggara. It's a pity if they just stop in Labuan Bajo. So I assure you that the government still have that on the plan, and as soon as we have the chance, uh, I'm sure they will move forward fast to realize those plans. Uh, back back to you, Banadi.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Daniel. Thank you so much. And also, I would like to say thank you for Bang Sandi that already joined us
It's all
before. And I really appreciate your time because he has a very tight and busy schedule. He has to leave first, so that's okay. And then in this segment, we will read some questions that have been sent in the comment sections of our YouTube channel or Zoom. So the first question is from Shilmi Budiarti Ningsi. The question is, are tourism destinations in NTT already included in halal tourism? Pertanyaan ini ditujukan kepada Pak Sony. Jadi pertanyaannya adalah, apakah destinasi pariwisata di NTT ini sudah termasuk halal tourism?
Tentu, karena NTT juga masyarakatnya sangat majemuk, ada Kristen, ada Islam dan segala macam. Karena itu kami memperhatikan kondisi itu, dan turis yang datang juga tentu dari beragam agama, sehingga hal seperti itu kami memperhatikannya.
Okay, so that's, yes, it is indeed included halal tourism. And then we also have question to Mr. Daniel. How are the government's efforts so that tourist destination in NTT can continue to develop in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic? Please, sir.
Currently, the government is working on developing community-based tourism by choosing 7 what we call tourist villages as a model, or we call it tourism estate. It's not just a village; it's an estate, meaning that it's a region can consist of just one village or several villages in one region as an estate, and we are trying to find a model for building and developing community-based tourism that all aspects can work there. All economic players, all stakeholders in the industry can interact, and we will see whether this will be the best model to replicate to other part of East Nusa Tenggara. So that's one thing the government is doing right now in one estate in the island of Timor, one estate in island of Semau, Pulau Semau, one estate in the island of Rote, Mulut Seribu Rote, one estate or 2 estates in Flores, and one estate in Sumba. These are let's say models of how to build community-based tourism by design, and it's not only just naturally developed, but by design. It's now 1 year. We will see. We'll evaluate it, and we'll see what need to be done or to be corrected, or this is it, the way we will build our community-based tourism. And as I said before, at present, the government are concentrating on the infrastructure, while we have sort of a slowdown in the tourism activities. The government are putting more effort in developing infrastructure, especially roads and connectivities between places in each of the islands in East Nusa Tenggara, especially the what we call the provincial roads. Those are the main roads in each regencies or each islands. Once we have those main roads that been the responsibility of the provincial government and some of them even national government, then the local government, the kabupaten or the regencies can contribute by building the surface roads or access roads to various tourist destination in their area. So at present, that's what the government is doing. But to be sure that since we have decided, the government have decided that tourism will be the main economic engine to push or to pull other economic sectors in the region, then they have no choice. The government has no choice except have to do all they can to make this a real engine of economic growth or economic development of the province.
Okay, thank you, Sir Daniel. And yeah, before we end our discussion, I would like to ask all the speakers to give a closing statement for just 2 minutes. Maybe first can be from Sir Daniel. Is okay. Closing statement, sir.
Okay.
Just 2 minutes because we only have a little duration.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to quote what tourism is. This is according to the Mr. Victor Lashkodat. He made this definition even before he became the governor. He said like this, and I quote, the essence of tourism for him, he said, is realizing those expectations the travelers have to explain. Whoa, that's what they say, in an awe or an amazement while strolling along beautiful white sandy beaches, observing the unique rolling hills of savanna, diving into the water and coming face to face with fish of various shapes and colors, slithering between the coral reefs, feeling entranced by the exotic beauty of traditional woven cloth worn by beautiful and graceful dancers, and having their hunger and thirst satisfied by unique local delicacies in a friendly, welcoming atmosphere. That is the essence of tourism, according to Victor Bungtilu Lashkodat. So
Okay, thank you.
tourism, yeah, is successful when the imagined expectation of a traveler are met.
Okay, thank you
Back
so
to
much,
you,
Sir.
Senani.
Thank you so much, Sir Daniel. Now I'm moving to Pak Sony. Pak Sony, boleh untuk memberikan closing statement selama 2 menit, Bapak?
Oke, NTT adalah surga tersembunyi di bumi ini. Kami memiliki begitu banyak ribuan destinasi wisata, baik itu alam maupun budaya. Karena itu kami mengajak seluruh wisatawan yang ada di dunia maupun di Indonesia untuk berkunjung dan menikmati surga dunia di NTT ini. Anda tidak akan pernah kecewa setelah berkunjung ke NTT. Anda akan tentu memiliki memori yang luar biasa, pengalaman yang luar biasa, dan rasa yang luar biasa terhadap keindahan yang Tuhan anugerahkan bagi kami di NTT. Silakan berkunjung ke NTT, kami menjaga kenyamanan Anda dan keamanan Anda kami jamin. Terima kasih.
Luar biasa sekali. Dan saya juga ingin mendengar closing statement from Pak Heri, Pak. Mungkin sambil menunggu koneksi dari Pak Heri, kita boleh lanjut dulu ke Pak Jim. You can give us a closing statement just for 2 minutes, sir.
Yes, 1 minute.
Oh, cool.
Slogan kami satu aja, Mbak, jangan mati sebelum ke NTT.
Keren. Singkat, padat, dan jelas.
Seperti kata Pak Kadis, di NTT ada gunung berapi, ada danau, ada pantai, ada kuda, ada bahasa yang begitu banyak, berapa ratus bahasa, lalu ada 1000-an pulau, ada pantai yang begitu indah, semuanya ada di NTT. Makanya NTT dijuluki adalah surga yang tersembunyi. Sebelum kita ke surga yang sebenarnya, baiknya kita lihat duplikat surga yang ada di dunia. Itu adanya di NTT. Terima kasih, Mbak.
Terima kasih. And next we have Pak Megah. Please, sir.
Thank you very much. Mungkin saya dengan bahasa Indonesia aja ya Mbak ya.
Oke, boleh banget.
Jadi, soalnya saya dengar tadi Pak Sony bilang NTT adalah surga tersembunyi. Nah, mari kita berusaha sama-sama, jangan lagi kita sembunyikan NTT itu. Mari kita presentasikan NTT kepada dunia, dan supaya mata dunia terbuka bahwa keindahan sekeping surga itu ada di Indonesia, ada di NTT. Nah, ini mungkin yang bisa saya sampaikan dari kami. Terima kasih, Pak.
Baik. Thank you. And last but not the least, from Miss Diana.
Thank you. We hope the building connectivity can be completed sooner than later, and Indonesian Diaspora Victoria will assist East Nusa Tenggara tourism development and travel. Please contact me or us if you have any assistance. I already give my number on the private chat, and we will give you a network, because we have a number of community organization in Victoria, and also we link to businesses in Victoria and Australia. So hopefully we can give you some support, and best of luck for all those plans. Hopefully the plan can be achieved, and hopefully COVID-19 pandemic can be mitigated so that the tourism will grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And once again, I would like to say thanks to all the speakers that has been involved in our discussion today. Our Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Sandiaga Uno, and then the Head of Department of Tourism and Creative Economic of NTT, Zat Sony Libing, Special Staff for Economics and Development of the NTT Provincial Government, Mr. Daniel Cameo. We would like to say thank you to the NTT Province and House of Marcia Boutique Gallery that has supported the discussion. And we hope all of you can see the beauty of NTT scenery and explore the nature of the Eastern Indonesia. See you on the next discussion. Bye. Thank you so much. See you in another event. You guys very cool, very interactive.
Thank you.